Mike. All right, check this out. Patronies. Special pod, special day.
Ish look different.
Special occasion right here. Our good brother Ish is still not with us. He's dealing with some personal matters. Might walk in later, might not. Who knows? But our thoughts and our prayers are with him. We love him, and shout out to the light-skinned community. But we have another light-skinned representative here. We have a legend. Hold up, gunshots. Friend of the show. Maybe. I don't know. That has to be investigated. He's been making a lot of little loving posts about the old squad. I see him still. See him. He's like, oh, these my brothers.
He
I
can
love
love
them.
us all day.
Come on, I got
but chill out. Yeah, but just relax a little bit, right? But nevertheless, a friend of the show is here, and I'm joking, of course. A friend of the show is here. The legendary, the iconic, some say king of the rebrand.
Yeah, rebrand.
I was going to say I'm sitting next to both of you.
Come on, man. Some say king of the hoes. Some say it. I've heard it in circles. I've heard it out there. Some say king of Miami, king of LA. We don't even know. We don't even know anymore. We can't piece it together. So you left Atlantic. Why?
The truth or the lie?
Both.
Okay.
Give me the lie so I can see if y'all worked on a good lie, and then give me the truth.
Yo, Billy, can you pour me a shot?
Yeah, give him Patron.
This guy is such a showman.
No,
what
he
a
said
showman.
keep it on the line.
I ain't editing
He
shit
said
neither,
keep it on the
Billy.
line.
Fuck out of here.
No, you said it's Patreon though, so they gotta pay
I mean, we don't know.
I
mean,
We don't know like quite a bit. No.
Might be a Reddit exclusive.
All right, so long story short, this what happened.
And I ain't gonna let you shit on Atlantic. See, that's why they think
I'm
I
not
work
about
for
to shit on
Atlantic.
Atlantic. Can you put that in another?
Because my people is over there.
Because this
My people is over there.
Juice.
You can't say nothing bad about them. That's my people. They gave you a shot.
What? I love them. They paid me handsome.
They did that. You went over there. You made a shitload of money.
I ain't gonna lie. On the last year of my contract, I don't think that no executive was making the type of money that I was making.
Come on, man. Gunshot.
Talking shit.
And he still won't do a versus.
Oh shit! Stop.
Still won't do.
No smoke with me.
Still won't. No, we're gonna get the verses later. Now back to Atlantic.
Right, so I left Atlantic. All right, here's the whole real story, the real deal story, because I don't want
only here will you hear this.
All right, so look, we were in an A&R meeting, right? And it was all of us, and like we kicked off the meeting, and like the A&R meetings be kind of boring, but like I felt like me and my brother Dallas, we had a long studio night at Jungle City earlier, whatever with Meat. Or whoever artist we was working with, I don't even want to say. And we got in that shit, and like we were still like in our bag from last night. So
hungover.
We were having a whole vibe to where we were. I did a whole fucking like Dallas did a whole speech about I dropped this artist, I dropped that artist. Everybody on the roster needs to drop. Every A&R needs to drop the artist that's holding up bandwidth that's not doing nothing. If y'all want to talk about that, so from there. We were still turned up. We broke out the A&R meeting kind of like ended a little bit, and then we went to Kaiser office, and I broke out the 42 off. Kaiser got the whole little like shelf of liquor or whatever, like a super exec shit. And we turned up, and we went back in the meeting. So we went back in the meeting. Like now it's artists. Now it's artists showcasing for us. I remember like it would be like, yo, such and such. This guy's streaming. He's doing this. He's doing that. He wants 7 million. And this guy is doing this, that. They want 10 million. So like while this is happening, I just took my label deal with Atlantic, and like they gassed me up, like we're gonna show you how much we care about you, and we're gonna give you this number. And they gave me some M's, but it wasn't like
it wasn't enough M's, wasn't life changing M's.
They was giving you less than the TikTokers?
Treating you like Latrell Sprewell.
No,
you can't
it was
take care of your family
okay,
with a
so
couple
like,
M's.
So
yeah, how could you?
So it's kind of
you
like
need more than that.
Yeah, it was a couple M's and a few M's, and but I already had a lot of good business going on with them, and we had did a bunch of records, whatever. So I seen them entertain something that wasn't as good as me, because I felt like, I've given a company, I've done so many song deals with the company, I've done like 60, 70 songs, I've given people their first #1 hit records, all this other shit, gold, platinum, bow, that the whole time. So I felt like it wasn't enough. So I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell the real story.
They was taking you for granted.
Nah, whatever. No, it was playing music business. Because that's the music business. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So I took the deal, and I was offended when I seen them do something. And then from there, I was just like, yo, I don't want to. I'm good. Like, y'all don't believe in me. Like, I'm a young black man, and like, I need y'all to really invest in me. So the next day, I didn't go to the A&R meeting. I was just like, I'm not showing up. Whatever, I don't care. I didn't show up, and like Diva they called me.
Diva shit.
I was standing at the W in Times Square. I'll never forget. And they called me, and they were like, "Yo, come to the shit or whatever." So I come over there, and it's Kaiser, it's Julie, it's Craig, it's Marsha, all the people, and like I was my whole thing was like, yo, buy me a studio. Like, if y'all really care about me, invest in me and buy me my own studio so I can have my own shit, like how Drama got with motherfucking Mean Streets. Let's do an LA version of that, but I want to own it. And so if we end up in this relationship, I still own the studio and whatever. And it never happened. And then from there, that was just like the beginning of the end for our situation.
So that kind of told you that y'all don't believe in me, or y'all don't fuck with me the way you saying you do, pretty much.
I mean, that's what it said to me. And I was like, yo, I was bogus too. I would be in the meetings like, man, L.A. Reid bought Tricky his studio. He just sold that studio. That shit is a gift that keep on giving. Like, nigga, like, he just sold that everywhere. That these artists in Atlanta that's making these records, the biggest artists, like, they're recording it at Tricky Studio that he just sold to another company that probably made him 5, 6, 7 million long after his run. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now he not in his run 100%, but he was able to capitalize.
Right.
So run me the bag.
All right. So you said I don't feel appreciated here.
They should buy a studio. Is not a very expensive thing to someone that's delivered you.
Mind you, no. Look, in my contract, they had to put me in the studio, so they were paying $12,000 a month for me to be in the studio for 4 years straight. So I'm like, yo, you could have bought me my own studio.
Just bought one
a couple times over.
Every month, $12,000, and that's why I love Atlantic. That's how I was able to build my business, to have the studio. And then what did I do when I left Atlantic? I bought the studio.
Okay. So now you have your studio.
Mm-hmm.
You left Atlantic on somewhat amicable terms, right? Contractually and personally.
I don't think that they thought I was gonna get out my deal. So like when we got to a point that where I felt like, man, the pandemic had hit. And I'm like, yo, this shit is getting real tricky. Like, I'm going to transition to my label deal. I got this big number in overhead. I don't know if they going to allocate the funds and tell me if I'm going to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a pandemic. Like, what are you going to really do? So they put a bounty, like a number on my head. Like, all right, bet. Well, if you can get us this in this short amount of times, man, then go ahead. Do your thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It was a number they thought you probably couldn't reach, though, right?
Yeah, for sure. And I had multiple offers. Shout out to my brother QCP. Shout out to all these different labels or whatever that was just offering me deals, because I did a lot of good work with Pete or whatever. Like every time we do something, it's like a #1, and like we're like the cheat code for each other. And he gave me a lot of different opportunity, and I had a lot of different labels that was gonna give it to me. And I was really considering staying with Atlantic, because it's like, man, you know who you dealing with. Like, I know Lon Ray, I know Craig, I know them. They know I have a track record for making hit records, so I'm not gonna have to deal and play politics with another people. But I was getting a lot of energy where I was gonna be like the new bitch in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I leave, like, yo, like, niggas gonna listen to everything you say. Maybe they too comfortable with you because you in the studio and they sending, you know what I'm saying? Like, wow. And then randomly, I just had a meeting with Ghazi and shit changed.
Randomly, huh?
Yeah. He didn't call me for a meeting. My business partner,
no tampering.
My business partner, Chris Sean had an act we have an act that's on our label, Make a Sound. Shout out to Krishan, Block Boys. We were going to go and like present them, and he was like, I thought you was coming to me to do an album, like a Hitmaka album. And then our conversation just evolved from there.
Okay, and it evolved into what?
Shit, I told him the truth, and then he was like, man, shit, I went through the same type of situation with these major labels because I started my own company, and like I built all these records. He like, yo, I did Drum Broccoli, and they just took Drum from me, you know what I'm saying? Or I did this, or all PNP Rock first records, Cardi B first records, Migos, Versace. He was like, these are all records that I'm like, oh, and then he broke out the other key. He like, I mixed this record too. And I mixed that record. I'm like, you do music too? I'm like, oh, hell no. And he was like, so what's your situation with Atlantic? And I'm like, man, I got a bounty on my head, blah, blah, blah. He like, how much? I'm like, sure, this much. He like, all right, I'm going to buy you out your deal. And he bought me out my deal.
And now you have a deal and position at Empire.
Mm-hmm. Same thing I had with Atlantic. But now I'm just making Empire just the sexiest shit ever.
But what is that position?
I was vice president of A&R at Atlantic Records, and I had my own record label on Atlantic Records. And now I'm vice president of A&R at Empire, and I have my own record label at Empire.
So because they met that number, you just took everything and moved it over. Like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. I don't got to deal with y'all in no
I didn't think that no they thought I was going to get the bread. And I thought that
Why do you keep saying that after the way that you produced for that label?
I think that they thought I was going to be short-sighted and wanted to keep the money myself. And because at first I was going to have to buy myself out. Like, that was my first position. Like, all right, bet I'm going to give somebody back millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Not one, not two. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a real deal decision. Yeah. So,
which most people would not do.
Hell no, because everybody in the game was like, boy, in this music business, you don't get these niggas no money back, nigga. You better get every check you can get from these niggas. They like the OGs I was talking to. I'm like, yo, I'm about to get his money back. And they like, what? You better not get him what? That ain't they money. You just gonna give a billionaire his money back. Like, are you crazy? So, I didn't, and that's when I seeked out to find different shit. And they offered me mad, like, to be the president of this company or to be whatever. Like, I'm not going to set up record labels because political shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But they offer me big deal jobs, you know what I'm saying? I just decided, I'm like, man, Empire, I'm like, yo, this nigga Gazi, he does music too. And he fuck with me. And he has a roster that's long as fucking Sepulveda. Nigga, this shit I'm going to be able to work with every artist he got and do the same thing I did with Atlantic. And get a major boost in my bag while doing it. What the fuck?
So that song that you put out with all the girls, that was on Atlantic.
Hell yeah, and I spent probably $100,000 out of my own pocket to do that record, and it went gold, and I ain't getting nothing from it. And they told me I was unrecouped, and I didn't have nothing. I ain't shit on them. They gave me $50,000 to shoot the video. It's 5 women on the fucking song that don't live in LA. Where we're shooting the video with 5 different glam teams and stylists and all this other shit and all whatever. Like, even when we did it at first,
you made that expensive ass song.
Hell no, I did it at first with Meek, 2 Chainz, Namir, fucking Tyga, and A Boogie, and then shout out to my brother Meek. Meek was like, yo, you got to book me a jet to come to the video or whatever. And like, I was gonna have to spend regardless. Like, I was gonna have to spend like the $100,000 regardless to book Meek a jet to be at the video or whatever. So we went, and Warner Chappell, Ryan Press is a good guy.
Guess who wasn't gonna be at that video?
Who?
Meek.
No, you would have been there.
I said Meek.
Oh, Meek? Why not?
Fam, if I have a $50,000 budget, I don't have time to send jets around.
I was gonna spend $100,000 out of my own pocket to fly him there, so he'd have been there. Yeah,
okay,
that was gonna be the.
I would have FaceTimed him in.
No, I'm gonna keep it 100.
Do a Zoom video.
Like, look,
yeah, we can get this for free. Fuck
Meek, my guy. Like, I love Meek, and I went through so many trials and tribulations with Meek through the whole Nicki shit and all that other stuff or whatever. Like, Meek is my guy. Like, just the same way, like, I love Nicki Minaj. Me and Nicki Minaj ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, she ain't cool with me, but like, I feel like on her last effort where she really did something that was great, I was a part of that. And shit, it ain't really worked out. You know what I'm saying? But I went through trials and tribulations.
Oh, you trying to stir shit up?
Oh, you tweaking.
You read the studio rules on the door.
So
You read the studio rules.
I think the studio rules is a little corny.
You don't have studio rules?
No. Come get high, get drunk, do whatever you want to do. Smoke a crack rock under the fucking booth. I don't care, niggas.
Don't.
I don't know about.
Don't. Please don't. Don't.
Yeah, yo, have my bread.
Yeah.
Don't.
Just make it happen. Like, who cares?
As long as the fire come out.
Come on.
I feel you.
Okay, but you sit pretty now. Your catalog's extensive. You got a lot of joints. I'm fucking with you as far as the verses. I don't, like I told you, I
don't want smoke, so just leave that there. Name a name a Mustard song, and I'll say another song.
I don't know. I don't think that's a good matchup to me.
Name a song, and I'll say another song.
No,
just name a song.
I'm not as familiar with
a lot of people. Okay, so what?
Gotta be
name. Okay, any Mustard song, name it, and then what? I'll say a rebuttal.
Rack City. Now what?
John by Rick Ross and Lil Wayne.
What about it?
What about it? I'm gonna play it. I
Why?
co-produced that record.
Why?
This is awfully romantic for Berg.
I ain't see your name on them credits. Your name was there.
My name. Same way you got Wikipedia.
Nah, Savon, present this.
My name.
You're not even gonna take them shits to the corner.
Savon that's for his lady friend. That ain't for us.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what Savon is.
Oh no, who is that for? Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. Yeah, go ahead, give him delivery.
Berg got me rolling. What are y'all doing, man?
Yeah.
What's this is from who?
From your lady. She said want to give you your flowers on air.
Y'all niggas know I ain't give Joe no roses. What the fuck?
Hey, what are y'all talking? What are y'all doing, man? These niggas is weirdos. What are they doing right now?
You got flowers. You got your flowers.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That's hard though for your woman just to drop that in on you.
Where my card went? Lazy motherfucker.
That's beautiful.
Don't look at me, fam. There's a card.
Yo, what is wrong with you people, though? Honestly.
I mean, I don't know.
What is it? Why this could have? I've been here for hours. You could have been.
Yeah, man.
Y'all are cute. All right, Berg. We've been back to you in 2 seconds. Let me see what's happening here. Oh, that is sweet. That was cute.
Give him his flowers, man.
You got his flowers.
Huh?
Please don't knock this over, Joe.
Look at it.
He's gonna definitely knock that over.
It's on the edge. Like
I can't see ice no more.
I just know this is gonna.
I thought we were gonna move it away
Yeah,
now.
can we
got the
move this?
flowers. Savon, you can come back.
Yeah,
we got the dramatic effect.
This is gonna fall.
Baby, thank you. I love you. You keep trying to scare my other chicks away. you triing it, boy.
Nah, you a fly nigga, man. I like that.
That's pressure. She had to put some pressure on him.
Certified lover.
Certified.
That's heavy. You did that.
You CLB, bro. Certified lover button.
You did that. Jesus. Can we smoke weed on the pod right here?
Smoke up, bro.
Have a blast. Do what you like. So listen, y'all are idiots. There's been a lot of surprises today.
Hey, man.
That was heavy.
Why was it heavy, Berg?
Man, just for you to pull that out the bag.
I didn't pull. I was sat here the whole time.
No, that's the whole point.
I didn't pull nothing out the bag.
You didn't. You did something real good. What you do?
I mean, that's true.
Yo, you know why I wouldn't? No, it's not.
You probably spent $30 on the bag or something, and then they pay you back with $30 on the flowers. That's usually how it goes.
30 for 30?
Yeah, 30 for 30.
You know why women are funny? This is why women are funny. Because none of that has to be true.
No,
right?
30 for 30 is sick. 30
you know that's how it
$30
goes.
roses is sick.
Or, I ain't gonna. It could be an or. Or she could have fucked up.
Oh, she fucked up?
See? Why does no man's brain ever even go?
That's how I think.
I
told you,
at how
my
y'all
girl
think
being
of
too
women.
nice to me, I'm like, all right.
Why would you be with her still if she fucked up?
Huh?
Why would you be with her still if she fucked up?
She can't fuck up ever?
Not to send no roses.
Damn.
That must be a big fuck up
Yeah,
there, right?
that's huge. Like you wouldn't be here. You shouldn't be potting.
Why? Why? You leave after every fuck up?
You should be a wreck right now.
You leave after every fuck up?
Of course, you have to.
Oh, you a runner? You a track star, huh? He gonna run away when it get hard. God damn.
Shout out to Mooski. No.
Oh, get out of town. Yeah, but you ain't been in a relationship or like romantically linked to nobody. You had that story a few years ago of the girl trying to kill you, right?
Yeah.
But that was it.
That was just a piece of pussy. You could die for some pussy. That shit crazy.
No, you showed us.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts.
You showed us. We never got an update on it. What's the update there?
The girl is like...
Did you move?
So look, this what the crazy thing is. Like I come from a blessed, like my parents, my family, they always was like in a great position. So like when I got my bread or whatever, like I really owned my house. So like I had a mansion, you dig, and
talk down on these niggas.
And I had to sell my house, and I moved, and now I live in a very affluent.
Don't say it's fine.
You know,
it's fine.
It's like 8 cameras before you get to me type vibe.
Okay, round of applause.
She's disappeared from the face of the earth. No Instagram.
Hey. Whoa. That could be misinterpreted. Relax. We do not know that she disappeared from anywhere. We do not know her.
I don't know where she is.
Location,
Okay.
we don't know.
Fine. We don't
any of that.
She's in the wind.
And I ain't gonna lie, like she was a cool vibe. It was a cool late night vibe, but
except for the whole setup thing.
See,
that could get tricky.
No, this what was so crazy though. So look, when that shit was happening, right? Like it was the first day of COVID, and like I was at my crib, and like I was bouncing through ideas. I day drink or whatever by the pool, Instagram live, and sending ideas of cardiac vibing with them or whatever, and I was faded, so I fell asleep, and I woke up at 2:00 in the morning. And I'm on Instagram, and she's on Instagram Live, and she's at a house party. And I was just like, I just sent her an emoji, and then she hit me like, yo, I ain't seen you in this amount of time. Like, we got to link up, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, I'm going to send you an Uber. Send her an Uber. On the way in the Uber, she was like, baby, light up the jacuzzi. Let's get in the jacuzzi. You know what I'm saying? We ain't been in there in so long. So ultimately, I think the ploy was for me to be lacking, damn near trying to fuck something in the jacuzzi, naked. No, whatever, and
just not on point. Awareness, though.
Yeah, thank God you're still here.
Awareness,
shit.
just being able to peep that. Like,
well, have you gone about your dating and your lusty moments differently since then?
I don't date. I just work, bro.
Oh yeah, you're really scarred.
PTSD.
Well, who do you go?
Well, he said he wasn't dating.
Who do you get your intimacy from?
What? Ew.
You don't have. Ill. Wow.
Wait.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's more of that hip hop shit. I'm not.
Hey, that's old school shit.
Ill to intimacy. Wow.
No. So, ultimately, like, yeah, I'm intimate with people, but it's on a different level. You know what I'm saying? Like different terms. You got to really vet out the process. Like it's scary to have stuff. Like say I get faded right now. I'll drink a whole fifth of fucking Casamigos or whatever here, and then I'm just with a girl that I really don't know like that. I could go to sleep like this, and then you wake up and it will ruin your whole life. A person taking advantage of you can ruin your motherfucking life. Hence why Ice used to be talking down on me on Twitter.
That's a hell of a segue.
Word.
You don't have your whole Teen Summit commercial shit together yet, but I'm gonna let the segue rock. Ice, what do you have to say for slandering Berg?
A Jersey legend
on Twitter.
Berg knows we've had this talk before. Yeah. Like he ain't give a shit.
Nah, for sure.
But that's what it is though. Like. We talk about shit that is the same shit we do on podcast.
No. He gave a shit.
No, he didn't.
But it was too many of them doing it, so we had to just learn the deal.
This is why people feel away, though. This is why people feel away. Because Ice doesn't know me. He's talking down on the situation. And it's not talking down. It's talking down on me personally, but it's just something that's happening in pop culture. Right. But Ice is getting followers. He's getting traction of talking down on me.
See, that's what I didn't understand. Because, let me tell you. All right, so I used to always be like, why are niggas so mad at me? Like, one thing, I don't disrespect nobody. I've seen people say way worse shit than I've said. Right. But they're mad at me. And it was explained to me like, dog, because you the name that's retweeted in my mentions 1,000 times. Not this nigga, even though he's saying something worse. You might say this one comment here, but you get it started.
Nah, you should have let that really resonate when you seen famous niggas blocking you.
How
I block niggas though. You get what I'm saying? So I don't care about that.
The moment you seen a famous person block you, like how Diddy got me blocked right now.
Wait.
Nas got me blocked.
Nas blocked you?
Nas has me blocked. Swiss Beats has me blocked. And I love Verzuz. Like, I could go down my block list.
Why Swiss block you?
Then you know you affecting pop culture.
But nah, but you know what it is? See, look. See, Berg, look.
Why
look.
did he block you?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because I'm Puff Maker.
You called yourself that? He said, "No, it's enough. Enough is enough. You gotta go, bro."
No, he has to go. But nah, see, the blocking shit for me never, like, I just take it to me, I don't want to see this.
Did he be
if
still
you
in
text
sauce?
Puff and said, I'm whatever you just said,
Puff Maker?
Puff Maker,
No,
then
I said-
you getting blocked.
No,
bro.
I'm saying it on Instagram. Like, yeah, like I'm the Diddy of this generation.
I agree with that.
I've watched this whole career, and I not necessarily in a party aspect or being more of a social life, but just what I do musically. I've been one of the people that sought out, and I've really went in whatever generation was that I see that he loved and he flipped was the generation that I loved and I flipped in my lifespan. You know what I'm saying? So it was 106 and Park era. For me, it was this. It was all these different records. That's how I've had a lot of success.
Puff has also produced classic albums.
Right.
What do you say to those that say you have yet to do that? Puff has produced classic groups.
I think that's a whole different trajectory in 2021 because don't nobody care about no album. So I've made
that's where you number niggas get weird. You number niggas get weird when we got to start talking about impacting
Do
classic.
people care about an album though?
If
Not
you
today.
deliver a classic, people care about it.
No.
Today, Joe,
It is a different era.
it's different.
In
With the
Berg's
streaming
defense, it's absolutely different.
It's different.
I don't want to argue semantics. Yes, it's different from the 90s. What I'm saying is today, if you deliver a classic, yes, people
When is
will
the
work.
last time you said classic album in the last 5 years? Like, this is a classic. Because remember when we were looking at, like, niggas consider Mace Harlem World a classic. Because we're like, yeah, we waited for this. We got this. It was curated. We was able to see it. Even though if you look back, and some people say it didn't age the way it should or whatever. But I still think it's a classic.
I think it's a classic, too.
Yeah.
I only know Charlamagne and a few other people to say in
It's a
hindsight,
borderline
that
classic
album is
for me.
trash.
It's not trash.
That's definitely not trash.
Hell no.
But
I'm not rolling
niggas
with
will
trash.
take credit away for all the flips, the dun, 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 even though that record is going to be a classic.
That's what makes it a classic to me.
Yeah.
Well, this is where
It's
we
the
had
singles.
this is where we had our argument. We had the argument about hits. Your name is Hitmaker. You're in the hit making business. Today, I was saying, is a hit real? What is a hit? Does a hit have the same level of importance today as it once did? Me and you had that little back and forth. You brought up "I'm Too Sexy" by Drake, Future, and Thug as an example.
Which was sampling another questionable hit. Not for nothing.
but-
No.
I
See,
said-
and that was my response to him. Not questionable.
That's cap, though.
Right said Fred, "I'm Too Sexy" is a hit.
If Ice would have came,
Absolutely.
if Ice would have came in
Then.
here and played
But-
it from a lower tier artist with a "I'm Too Sexy" fucking sample in this shit, I don't think they will resonate the same way it
Yeah,
does when you
absolutely.
put three of the
agree with
biggest
that.
When I
artists.
say
in there.
I just mean that Right Said Fred is probably viewed as a one hit wonder. Why was
it's
he
a hit.
even here? You know, that
It's
type
a
of shit.
hit.
It's a one
It's a hit, no doubt.
It's still a hit.
Absolutely.
Mega hit. It was on Now Volume 3 or some
the
shit.
point that I'm getting at is that
somebody else makes that record.
The
it's
point that I'm
trash.
getting at is that
on, bro.
the shit is the same as it's
hate
ever
that
been.
song.
A hit is a hit. Is
Nigga,
a
that
hit.
shit is fire. Nigga, we was just riding.
Fam,
nigga.
a lot
Khaled
of
got his
people,
shirt off, all
when
that
it
shit.
dropped,
What the fuck?
said a lot of people when it dropped said it was trash. I don't understand it. I
That
don't
shit
get
is
it. Some
fire.
of the kids that weren't familiar with
Right
the Right Said Fred record, they was like, "What the fuck is this?" But guess what? Right Said Fred or somebody in that camp came up with the very catchy "I'm Too Sexy for
Shout
Whatever."
out to
I was out-
TM88. He
I-
made that beat. But look, this is what I think though, Joe. Not to cut you off. But
You
look,
cut me off, but go ahead.
But to cut
It's
you
fine.
off, like to me, it's more so. It's the artists that are involved with the record.
That plays a huge part.
For sure. Absolutely. Passes are given to certain artists.
It's not going to work out that way if you come and you're just some random guy or whatever, or you're on your come up or whatever, and I don't want to say names.
But that's the music business for the rest of us that aren't in the 5% of artists that you speak about. And that's why it's tough for me and you to have these talks.
And it's always been the music business that way.
Yeah, the music business is always 5% of the name acts, the name top.
Or the you look good, so this song will work for you.
Yeah, but the rest of the people got to find a way to take that song that used to be a hit and make it a hit today still. Like, that's still normal science.
Huh?
Yeah.
I made a living off of it.
I just don't think
a hit is so important today.
You're lying.
No, they're chasing hits today. It might be more important today.
How is it not important?
Why? How?
Because that's all it is now. They're not worried about albums like that.
I totally disagree. How many hits came out? Hey, the Billboard Top 10 came out. I just read the shit. Same names. You're going to see the same names. It's Olivia Rodriguez, DaBaby, Drake got 2.
I don't
Wait, stop. Lil Nas X got 2, 9, and 10. See, y'all want to tell me. Y'all want to. Lil, no, now he don't judge. That's a hit. A hit is something that got the metrics to say this is a hit. Those songs, and those labels get that done for those acts, so they're going to always have a hit. Doja Cat, Meg, they're going to invest the money for those to always be hits. Now, let's look at the rest of the albums that dropped this year. Who got a hit?
Not many.
The other 95% of people that's not playing this fucking bumper. Pardon me for a second. The other 95% that's not playing this Billboard hit, invest the money, dump in the radio, they just putting out albums without a hit. Moneybagg Yo keep a hit. That's organic. I don't even think his label knew what was going on with that. Not Yo Gotti. I'm talking about the label. That just organically rolled and it became what it was. Yo Gotti has a whole farm system that's working over there. But for everybody else, pull up all the albums that came out. Which one of them got a hit? I talk about them shits every week. It's no hits. This is not last decade where shit has to revolve around a hit or you can't drop without a hit. That's only some of y'all. Your name is Hitmaker and you got a check from Gazi. Y'all niggas play that game.
I think the definition of a hit might have changed from then.
Y'all play that
game.
That's
definitely true.
You hear me, Joe?
But 90% of the music business is not waiting until they get a hit to make a move. It's too many touring acts. It's too many R&B acts that's just building organically. Snow just dropped, wasn't no hit. Fucking mad albums just dropped. There wasn't no hit on it. That's all I'm saying.
I think today they're not
listen to Snow Allegra.
Oh yeah, but that's a travesty in itself.
No, I think
you don't listen to Snow Allegra or Lucky Day.
I don't listen to nobody.
Yeah, but you should. You should listen to some Lucky Day. Before you took the off tour last night, I was about to put you on to some shit.
And Lucky Day
is fire.
Yeah.
Like R&B is thriving.
He's looking for hits. I could understand why. He's looking for top 10 shit.
I know.
You gotta be locked in. I'm so locked in just what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
He's locked into his
I'm making or whatever. To where when the song comes out that I made that's on radio for you to critique it, it's kind of like I done played this shit like 700 times and I don't even like it anymore. You know how that shit goes. The same way when you was an artist or whatever, and you make a record, and then by the time your single comes out, you already like, nigga, I'm on 200 songs deeper than what that even was. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That shit only. It's almost like you feel like jaded performing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're right. You got a big check, got a big situation. You have a single dropping. Is there an album dropping, or are you gonna just single them to death?
Just single them to death. And then when I drop the album, you know what I'm saying, have a whole body work, just be 10 hits.
It's going to be all singles. That's already, yeah.
I just think that works better for, ultimately, like, well, Khaled is like the biggest guy in this type of lane that we're talking about. It's like Khaled and Metro Boomin to do an album or Mustard to do an album, whatever. So I just want to, like, I want to have a plaque attached to every song that I drop.
So those guys are like your idols, you would say?
Are you crazy?
No.
No, I love them. Like, you know what I'm saying? They all do great work, and they're like
but
super
you smash
huge.
all them niggas.
I knew where he was going. You walked. As soon as he said,
I personally think that my music is better than
smash all three of them niggas put together.
I think that I make better records than these people, but not in a disrespectful way.
I mean, take it how you want.
I think that
like
they
that
don't.
Type shit.
I think that we sit down. So look, this what I was gonna say though. This what I'm talking about. Like this the bullshit though.
Let's go.
I be like, look. When you have the resources, like say like you're a huge artist and you have the resources, you can get any writer, any producer, unlimited budget. You can go to Bahamas. You can go to this. You can set any type of tone. I kind of look down at you when you don't have a hit.
I feel you. Though.
When you're doing it at a very at a lesser rate, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm just going to the studio with my niggas.
You got everything at your disposal.
What do you
everything.
Mean? You sending jets for niggas and all type of shit. Like, come on, that's crazy. I better get you getting that.
You better smoke me.
You stop. For 5 years straight, nobody smoked us. Literally, like I'm talking about like right now, like 8 records at a time at radio at all at once, nigga, full speed ahead. I'm talking about having 25% of, you know what I'm saying, urban and rhythmic radio at one time.
Oh, you talking that cloth talk now?
For real.
You did that and they let you walk out the door?
Mm-hmm.
Again, they ain't think you was gonna come up with that bread.
I think my biggest year was probably being, that's when I had like all them rap records going at once. And it was like, I think I had like 13, 14 records charting out of 50 at once. At radio, so it was just...
No, I ain't even got nothing to say. I'm just letting it rock on that one. Just let that breathe for a little bit.
Yeah.
You talking that talk on us.
Nah, for real.
That's Hitmaka.
Nah, that's cap. All right, so let's go back to this. Yo, I hate that. Y'all can
Puff
still
maker.
Call me Berg, call me whatever, like on some G shit. Like, I literally just said Hitmaka randomly doing a demo. Like, Hitmaka...
And it stuck.
And I was just like,
it worked.
Yeah, this shit work. All right, I'm gonna do
and
this.
now you Hitmaka.
Now you Hitmaka.
And don't feel like
or
that,
Puff maker. I don't know.
And now I said it once, and my engineer is taking it and putting it on every song that we do, and it's just the same thing.
And
well, it helped though because again, part of what made the rebrand work is niggas ain't know it was you.
Nah, that was kind of. I think that's still hard. That niggas.
I see people today like, wait a minute, you telling me this is Young Berg that did this?
That's hard. It's almost like the Kaiser Sose. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yo, like, the trick, like, oh, you niggas
It's no fun. If your engineer forgets to put the drop at the beginning, you'll be a little tight. You'll be, yo.
Nah, I got on some G shit. I got mad records that I've done and I'm a part of that don't have my tag on.
Yeah, they said take that shit out of there in the front.
Early in my career, yeah.